Hello and welcome to Books, Shows, and the Net.
The podcast where we discuss our favorite fandoms.
Beware of spoilers. I am Brandon.
And I am AJ.
In today's episode,
B&N Puppycat
and Sherlock.
From home and lost in the night. Her place was far too far away to find.
Alright, so jumping into it. So I made AJ watch Being Puppycat, and she made me watch Sherlock. So we're just gonna jump into Being Puppycat first. So I guess we'll start this discussion. So how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I am really tired, but I'm doing fine. Anyway, so what do you think of the show? Like, what do you think it was gonna be about?
When I first saw the show, when I first heard of the show, I thought it was going to be two animals who find each other and go on adorable adventures. And I was kind of shocked when it wasn't, but I still loved it.
Let's see. So, do you think B was gonna be like an actual bee?
Yes, I did.
Right, that's fine. So anyway, as we know, like, the first episode was a little different from like the rest of the show, the pilot episode. You know, there was like a drastic change of art style. So how do you feel about like the art styles? Which one do you like better?
I liked the second one better. I thought it was a little bit more cutesy, which fit the show better. So
Okay. Yeah, I think part of me kind of prefers the first one because I like Adventure Time and like regular show and stuff like that. I guess it was kind of reminiscent of that. But I totally see the appeal of the new one. I think it's very similar to like Steam Universe and like really like children's anime, which is kind of ironic to think about.
Yeah, it really kind of is. But I just like cutesy art styles more than I like serious type art styles. So that's just a me thing.
Alright. So let's get started with some general comments on what you thought about the show.
I thought it was cute. I wasn't really prepared for that ending, but I didn't think it was quite out of left field either. They left it really open. We weren't sure about anything, and I can't wait for season 2 to see what they do with Bee and her dad and all that, and if we actually get to meet her dad.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. If it ever comes out, though. Okay. So something I do want to talk about is the characters. So this show is a very character-heavy series.
It is.
And I don't know, part of me kind of feels like they don't utilize that very well. Like, it's very focused on Bee and Puppycat. I would have liked to see more of like Deckard and like all the other characters.
Cardamom. Yeah, I would have liked to see more of the other characters as well. Learn more about them. Like, we know Deckard he's the college student.
He's a guy who doesn't want to go to college.
He's a guy that doesn't want to go to college, but he ends up going in the end, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Right. And I just want to see more about him and his sister and all his brothers. Because I didn't even know he had brothers.
I know.
Until the end.
I was really surprised when I saw that too. And it's just that I love the designs and like they're so underutilized. It's kind of a disappointment.
It really is.
But like, what did you think of the characters? Like,
I loved them. I mean, each one of them had their own personality and storyline, and except for like Deckard's brothers, which we didn't know existed. I just wish there had been like a lot more character development of other characters besides Bee and Puppycat.
Yeah, I feel like the character I relate to the most is Deckard, because not only does he have a speech impediment, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
See? Exactly. So, it's something I struggled with. I stutter a lot. I have an accent. And I also, it's just so adorable, like, his crush on Bee.
Yeah.
Like, I find that, like, very, like, it reminds me a lot of myself back when I was in, like, high school and stuff.
We are just out of high school.
You don't have to say that.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I have to agree. It's just like, I totally blanked.
What character do you like the most? Like, who was
My
your favorite?
favorite character, I think, would have actually had to have been Cardamom.
Really?
Yeah, I thought they were super sweet and just a little shy, and I wish we had gotten to know them just that little bit more.
I just loved how he's basically a kid, and he's like the most responsible person
Yeah.
in the entire show.
I also like how B is so naive, but she's also like she knows what she's doing
Yeah.
when she gets to it.
Like I feel like she's like breaking expectations. Like everybody expects adults to be like very mature and like grounded, I guess. But
Yeah.
she doesn't care. Like
She's like, what? What do you want me to do? No.
And I think that's pretty admirable, even
It
if she
is.
doesn't have a lot of like. Because she doesn't have any goals or anything
Yeah.
to say.
I think she's a role model for all of us that still want to be a kid,
Yeah.
which I think is all of us.
Yeah. Everybody has a whimsical side. It's just some
Exactly.
people don't know. Some people think of it like as something weak, but really that's how creativity like flows.
hmm
But anyway, back to the show. So what do you like most about the show? Like, what are some good things you like?
I think I know we were talking about this, and I think my favorite part has to be the art style, just because it matches the show so well, and then it helps you not expect that ending that you get where she's not what we thought.
I mean, you're allowed to say it because we already
Where
warned
she's a
it.
freaking robot cyborg thing.
And like, the implications of that are just so intriguing because
Yeah.
for a show that's very simplistic and like easygoing, it's not in a hurry to like explore its lore,
Yeah.
and that kind of like frustrates me at some points, but like I get it.
Yeah.
It's
I
very
mean, it can be frustrating, but
yeah. Something I really liked about this show is the aesthetic and like the laid backness,
yeah.
like especially like the music and like the soft color
yeah, it
palette
was
it has.
it was such a super sweet. It's like if you wanted to get into like animation and stuff, it's such a sweet, simple go from here straight into something else. You know, it's like a sweet small dive.
Yeah.
It's like the kiddie pool.
Yeah. I think it's a very good like. It felt like an appetizer, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Like it definitely has more stories to tell, and that's why I'm very excited for the next season.
Yeah. And I can't-
Whenever that comes out.
If you're listening, we want more.
But something I did want to talk about is the music, because they did have certain sections. It's very musically.
Inclined.
Yeah, like Puppycat is voiced by a Vocaloid. I think it's what's the name? Oliver. Well, a Vocaloid in general, and I thought that was so cool because I don't know. I don't really see that a lot often, and I really like some of the art style changes when they're in flashbacks or
Yeah.
talking about the stories, like the jellyfish song.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
Like I love the song. Like it's so bittersweet,
Yeah.
but it's so pretty. Like the whole story.
Yeah, I think that's what adds to the bittersweetness is it's such a beautiful song, but it's so sad.
Yeah. And like so let's talk about some things that we did not like about the show.
I think we went over this. I didn't like that there was almost no character development outside of B and Puppycat. I mean, yeah, we see Cardamon's mom, but we don't know a whole lot about how he's dealing with that.
Yeah.
Or Deckard and his family. And like, we get the whole episode where his sister's attacked by the wrestler, but...
I actually did not like that character.
No!
Like, he doesn't fit. Like,
and it came so out of there.
It was so random, but I guess this show is all about the randomness.
I
But I
guess.
feel Toast was kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
I hope she has a better role, because right now she just seems like the bitter comic relief character.
Or if she comes back at all.
She is gonna come back. She's in the trailers.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen the trailers, so.
But something I also did not like about this show is that some of the dialogue is a little awkward. Like it sounds.
Yeah.
Forced. I like I like most of it. I think the voice actors did a good job of being casual. It sounds like just a conversation. Doesn't sound like acting. Acting. That's not really a word to describe it. It just sounds like they're being themselves. Like they're just using their voices. But there were some points, especially with B, where her voice was a little kind of monotone or like, I guess, low energy.
Well, couldn't that be attributed to the fact that she was a robot and maybe she was losing energy?
Or maybe she's just awkward in general.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really know.
Yeah, but I feel like, yeah, definitely, like, I still think it's a little jarring to listen to sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think most of the time it's alright. Oh yeah, and do you have any theories? I know the show is very lore heavy, as we know, and
I definitely agree with one of the popular theories that Cardamom's mom is the princess. Or at least some version of it, like maybe there's an alternate universe where she's the princess or something, and Puppycat somehow can get there. Or, just something, I just think that there's something more to her, and I'm not quite sure what it is.
I feel like I really want to believe that theory that Cardamom's mom is the princess, but Puppycat saw her and he didn't really react in any way to seeing her, even though they're supposed to be like lovers. And also, he believes that he betrayed her. That's why he turned into Puppycat. The whole story that he told.
Right.
So I think maybe he's related to her.
I mean, it's possible.
Because then it has some really weird implications. Is Cardamom like Puppycat's son? Like.
And for those of you who cannot see my face right now, I am not.
But like, I think that'd be kind of funny though. Like, he turns back into his prince form, and then Cardamon's like, "Oh my God, you're my dad!" And I tried to breed you with my dog. And like, I think that'd be kind of funny. But I don't think
funny, but weird. In like in a very strange way. But I kind of like that.
Yeah, but I think mostly I do want to find out more about B's dad.
Yeah.
Is B like 100 years old? Because a lot of the pictures that he has with her dad, like the picture she had,
yeah,
it was like in a black and white.
It really was. And
So,
maybe that's just part of the art style, but
who knows, maybe she's like over like 100 years old.
But here's the thing, didn't Deckard say they grew up together?
Oh yeah, that's true. So I guess does he age?
We don't know.
Maybe she was a human before she became a robot.
Maybe, and that's what I would like to find out more of, is maybe her dad based her on the daughter that he did have.
Maybe he's dead.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that's dark. I kind of like that. I like the undertones that this show has, where there's a lot of references to like scary, like spooky stuff. Like there's some of the monsters are, especially the one from the pilot, like it's just so jarring to see in a cute art style, and I'm here for it. Like it's so cool.
Yeah.
And like the episode where the farmer basically sacrifices people for the planet.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, and I really want to see more of that, but I'm hoping for the next season to explore more of the lore and the story.
Yeah.
Because it is a little slow to take off, and
it is.
The last episode was basically like the only lore heavy episode we had, other than like the pilot. So I'm really excited to see what's to come.
I am too. I can't wait.
So what would you rate this show?
On a scale of
5.
1 to 5?
Yeah.
4?
4?
It was good. I liked the art style. I liked a lot of it, but there was maybe a 3. I don't know, 3.5 to 4. Because we needed more character development. It's like you said, it's slow, and there's just not a whole lot that we know. So I think if we had more seasons or more ways to explore, it would be higher on my scale.
Yeah. When I first saw it, I actually didn't like it very much the first time I saw it, but once I started seeing it more, and I understood like what it was going for, so I kind of grew to like it. So I say 3.5. Yeah, I rated it 3.5 out of 5. So yeah.
Alrighty. On to Sherlock.
Alrighty then. So AJ made me watch Sherlock, and what I did not realize was that every episode was like over an hour long. So
yeah, I neglected to mention that little detail, maybe.
But like, something I do like about this show is that it doesn't feel like they're an hour long. Like
No.
it's so.
It goes like really quick.
Yeah, I like wasted like half my life already.
Alright, so anyway, what did you think this was going to be about?
So I already knew about Sherlock. I think Sherlock is a very recognizable character in literature and like pop culture and everything basically. There's been like so many iterations of him. So I was kind of pleasantly surprised when I realized this was Sherlock. It's taking place like in like the present time, in modern times. So I thought that was really interesting, a really cool twist, because Sherlock now has more access to like things that are available today, like evidence like online or like on like phones and
Yeah.
And I think that was really cool. What I thought it was gonna be, I wasn't expecting it to be this deep as it was. I thought it was gonna be a little more. Actually, I thought it was gonna be. I knew it's a serious show, right? Because it's about crimes and people who have died.
Right.
But I wasn't expecting it to be as lighthearted as it is. There's so much humor in it that I really think this show is funny and really aware of itself.
Yeah, I think they had to do something like that because of the way, because like you said, it's been all presented in the media so often. It's just one of those you have to be able to make fun of yourself.
So it's like something that kind of like sets itself apart from all the other iterations.
Who's your favorite character?
So, I really like Watson. When I saw the first episode, I really thought Sherlock was gonna be my favorite character because he reminds me a lot of characters that are so unaware of stuff.
Right.
But I realized that Sherlock is aware. He just doesn't care.
Yeah, he just doesn't show or care it.
And
show it or care. Wow.
And I think that kind of begs the question because I'm not sure if he's a good person or not. I mean, a character doesn't have to be a good person for them to be likable.
Right.
But it really kind of throws me off sometimes.
Yeah.
But I do love him a lot. Like, I think he's a great character with some. He has a really good backstory that's been written so well. Like, there's bits and pieces throughout that you don't think really mean anything. And then all of a sudden, oh my god, this is like a callback to like his childhood, and it's so cool. No. But like Watson, I think Watson is definitely. We need Watson because Sherlock by himself cannot
function.
Yeah.
That man cannot function without somebody.
I think they really go well off each other, and I think Watson is more down to earth, more friendly. Mm-hmm. But I think his personality is probably the thing that makes me like him the most. Like he's such a loyal friend. Like he is like the best person ever. Like Sherlock has done so many things to him, and Watson still cares. And
he does.
So that's why I like.
Okay, so who is your least favorite character that is not a villain? Because we have a lot of villains. Well, I guess we shouldn't say a lot. We have one main villain and then a few other ones. So
I'm not sure if she counts as a villain. I forgot her name. Dang it. The seductress, the stripper.
Oh, she's not a stripper. She's a dominatrix.
The BDSM lady.
Dominatrix. I know who you're talking about. Irene Adler.
Yeah, Irene. So
she's not a villain. She's just off.
Because the fact that Sherlock is supposed to be a person that doesn't understand love very well, I feel like this whole kind of love interest kind of got shoved in.
Yeah,
and it was like really awkward, and it's just also she's obviously there only for the sex appeal.
Yeah.
She was such a well-written character in the books. Like she was the only person that outsmarted Sherlock in the books.
Oh really? She's in the books.
Yeah, but
see, I haven't read the books.
But like in the show, she gets beaten by Sherlock, and that kind of ruins her character.
Yeah.
Like she almost died at the end. She had to be saved by Sherlock, and that kind of ruins like the, I think she was a very good like female character, like a support character, but now she kind of became like a damsel in distress, I guess. And, I'm kind of sick of seeing tropes like that. Like, I feel like, luckily, at least the other characters that are in the show have been really good. Like Molly, I really like Molly. Like,
I love Molly.
Molly's
awesome.
such a good character, and Mary is a little.
Mary's a little off, but I think that's part of the point of her. So.
But I think both of them are really good female characters in the show. But yeah, Irene is just. I don't really care about.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch this up a little. Favorite villain.
Villain.
Yeah. Who is your favorite villain? I guess I should say that's not Moriarty.
Because I hate Moriarty, and not just because I know he's supposed to be a good villain and stuff, but there's certain things that bother me that I'll get into later. But my least favorite villain was probably the guy that experimented on people, so they would hallucinate, like the giant hound dog.
Oh yeah.
In the forest.
That one. I almost forgot about that one.
Like that one, I felt so bad for the guy. Like he was.
Yeah.
He was gonna kill himself because he thought there was something wrong with him. Like he was being followed.
Yeah.
And I think that was kind of messed up.
Okay.
But also that was pretty cool. Wait, what were we saying?
I have no idea. So my question, I have one more. Do you have any connections to other shows? Not movies and stuff that have already been made that are related to Sherlock, but like something you could see that could be part of another show. Like the Skull could be Hamlet. So I guess not other shows, but other things.
So like references and stuff?
Yeah. Do you see any? Because I don't, but I've heard there are some. I could also have been hearing things.
I am like uncultured. I'm an uncultured swine.
So Sonya knows more about cartoons than I do.
But like, not really. Like, I probably should, but like I don't.
See, that's the thing is, I thought there was some, and I was always looking for them, but I couldn't find any either.
Maybe we're just living under a rock. This is why we're doing this show. Okay.
Exactly.
Alright, so I do want to get into some things that I did not like about the show.
Okay.
So I when I first started, like the whole where everybody ships Sherlock and Watson, I thought it was funny at first, but then they kept doing it like every single episode, that it started bothering me.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes being called gay, especially like Watson keeps insisting that he doesn't love Sherlock the way that the people say he does, and also that's really bad for people that are looking
for someone to look up to in not social media, but in media.
And honestly, they're just teasing and like dangling like a carrot in front of people at this point. At
this point, the writers have decided, oh look, the fans want this. We're going to put it right here in front of them and a stick behind them, and we're never going to hit them with the stick, but we're going to keep moving the carrot farther and farther away.
Yeah, and that really bothered me.
Yeah, it kind of does.
But I do like the dynamic that they have. I think it's cool. They have best friends that are male, and they're also willing to say that they, care about each other and they love each other. Because a lot of males in media have to be like this tough guy that aren't as affectionate,
Yeah, and it's just like, I think that's a bad thing to teach younger children.
Yeah.
Or even people in general.
But then again, this show isn't for children.
No, definitely not. But there are a lot of younger people who watch it. Yeah,
but I can't see why people were annoyed by it. I personally, I just got tired of it. There's only so many times you can do a joke before it becomes stale.
Yeah,
and
it's long.
The shipping joke just got old.
It's old and moldy.
Yeah, but I did like a lot of the jokes where Sherlock not understanding boundaries, and Watson having to like call him out, and especially when he laughed when children were kidnapped and stuff, and Watson's all like, maybe step it back a little. Like, I thought that was funny, even though it was kind of dark. I like the dark humor. I really
dark humor is definitely a theme in the show.
I also want to mention that I have not seen season 4, so we might have to do a follow-up where I discuss what I think after I finish the show.
Yeah, I so badly want him to meet so many people, but Oh well.
But definitely, there's not gonna be a season 5.
We don't know that for sure.
There's not gonna be a season 5. But yeah, so now let's talk about some recent things that we talked about, some recommendations for our listeners, if there are any.
Recommendation?
Yeah, so I know lately I've been really into this show called what's it called? It's called Keep Your Hands Off Isoken. I don't know how to Japanese.
I don't know how to Japanese. I love that.
But basically, it's relatively new. It came out in January, but it's about 3 girls that are pursuing like their art career, like they're making anime.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really cool. Like, it really gives a lot of insight on how animation is made. It's pretty cool. So that's a really cool thing to look out for.
Yeah, I've been watching this show on Netflix called The Witcher. I also happened to finish it and started on the books. There's also a game series, and I love it. I mean, I love the atmosphere, I love the fights, I love everything about it. I think it's amazing. I think the actors did such a great job, and I can't wait for more.
Yeah, and so I guess we ran out of things to talk about.
I think for now we're done.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day, guys.
Thank you for I was about to say watching. Listening.
See ya.
What? Oh, goodbye.